Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. As we get started today, I just wanted to touch base and tell everybody about the inventory that we currently have. I have two used trucks on the market right now. There's a 2015 and a 2016 because I get calls asking about what we have. In addition to that, there are three types of brand new trucks right now. I do have a few of the 23s left, and we're going to take a look at one of those today. In addition to that, the 24s that are exactly like the 23s. And finally, I have the 24 plus models. Now that includes the Daimler safety package and some other upgrades that have been put on them. So there's three types of used trucks right now, and they all are priced accordingly. Some other commonly asked questions I get, I just want to talk about that for a while. The biggest one is, do I need a CDL to drive this truck? Well, that all depends on how you're using it. If you're using it to make money, examples, hot shotters, you do need a CDL. However, if you're using it for recreational purposes, such as towing an RV, a gooseneck horse trailer, stuff like that for recreational purposes, chances are you do not. With that being said, I always encourage people to go ahead and call the local DMV to verify, because states are different, and I sure hate to tell anybody wrong. So the best answer to that would probably be to call your local government and see what the regulations are in your particular state. Another question I get quite is, what's financing like? Larry, what do you tell me about that? Well, my answer to that one is simple, and I will always refer you to our finance department, because that is exactly what they are paid to do. My job is to match the right person with the right truck. And then from that, in terms of finance stuff, because I don't want to lie to you, I don't want to tell you anything wrong, I will always refer you to our finance department, because they're really dialed in. That's what they do on a daily basis. They know what their rates are. They know what the terms are, so I'll always defer to them. So with that being said, let's start by taking a look at a 2023 Freightliner M2 106. The conversion is Summit Hualer. Now, as we look at the bed of the truck, we see that it is already lined, or it is Dimond Plated, okay? The backup camera is located right up there, right in the middle. As we come on down, we see there are two holes already pre-drilled. So if you are in need of additional storage, we can have that either A, shipped right to you, or B, with enough notice, I can have it ready to go at time of delivery. As we come on back, we see a trough is cut out of the bed of the truck because numerous trade-ins have had damage back here. This all beat up of the older models. So by cutting the trough out, simply eliminates that. As you can see, it comes equipped for a gooseneck trailer. A high percentage of my customers go on ahead and purchase the Hensley hitch. That is a hitch that is on airbags. Basically, it turns it into air suspension. That will do a couple of things. Not only will you not feel every bump in the road, but perhaps more importantly, it will extend the life of the trailer. Here is where we hook up lights. As we come on down, this is for the Voyager system. Now that's the same system that the backup camera uses. You can hook more cameras up to it. Examples would be, I've had people put them in horse trailers, and right there is where you simply hook that up. Below that is where you hook up the lights for a bumper pull trailer. And finally, we see the hitch for the bumper pull. Now as we come on around, we'll take a look at it from the side view. This truck weighs 13,000 800 pounds. It comes with a GVWR of 19,500. And since this one is a 2023, the warranties still do not start until the time of purchase. We see it comes with 2 storage compartments. There's a smaller one in back and a larger one up here. Inside there is a connection for an air hose, so you can monitor the air pressure within the tires. In addition, you can do things like help keep the inside of the cab clean. Under here is the trickle charger that will assist the batteries in maintaining power. The back seat makes down into a bed simply by pushing a button. I mean, this truck is designed to make those long trips. You know, it's basically designed to go coast to coast, border to border. So by putting a bed back here, if you're long into your trip and you simply need to stop for a couple of hours, how nice is that? The ability just to make that down into a bed, sleep for a couple of hours, and get back on your travels. Under here is one of 2 50-gallon fuel tanks. The other one is on the opposite side. So as the truck is sitting in rest, like it is now, that fuel balances itself out. But when you go to fuel up your truck, you're going to want to do that independently. Beside it is a 6-gallon depth tank. This is the block heater. For people that live in cold climates, can simply plug that truck in. Both the driver and passenger seat are air ride. Those adjustments are made right here. This is for the lumbar system. The seats can be heated as well with high or low settings. In addition to that, beneath the steering wheel we find a small pedal. That is to adjust the steering wheel while sitting in the driver's seat. Finally, it comes with a kill switch located right there. You know, this truck is probably going to sit in between trips. It could be a month or 2. So by utilizing the kill switch, it will prolong the life of the batteries. One big advantage that Freightliner offers, not only compared to pickups, but other mid-sized trucks as well, is the visibility standpoint. Later I'll show you how big the windshield is and show you some advantages there. But in addition to that, let's focus in on how the truck is made. See how it is extremely narrow up here? I mean, it progressively gets wider, but we're still only that wide down here low. So by that type of a design, let's just put in a larger windshield. In addition to that, we can see the windshield wraps itself around. So when you combine that plus the narrowness here, really makes visibility simply outstanding. This truck is stock number 5N230701. As we take a look at the tires, it comes with Michelin 255 80 R22.5. The Summit Hualer conversion comes with tire balancers located here. Now those drums come with BBs and a little bit of hydraulic oil in them. So as you pick up speed, as you gain momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass. Consequently, things are safer if everything is balanced. In addition to that, it makes for a more comfortable ride. Plus, it will extend tire life up to 40%. As we take a look under the hood, that is the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This offers 360 horsepower and roughly 1150 foot-pounds of torque. Now there's no doubt the pickups are able to tow an extreme amount. Okay, they really have, there's a Ford coming out with 500 horsepower. But at the end of the day, there's still a pickup. You know, compare the Power Stroke, the size of the Power Stroke engine, to this truck. You know, it's not even close. So in terms of longevity and durability, you're comparing an engine that's designed to do 750,000 miles to one that hopefully you can get 300,000 out of. So from an economic standpoint, the advantage falls to Freightliner. You may spend a little bit more money up front, but if you look at the lifetime of the two vehicles, the advantage falls to Freightliner. We see how things are color coordinated. Where we see red, we're gonna leave that for the Freightliner mechanics. But where we see yellow, such as here and directly across, those are things we can check in pre-trip inspections. If we do leave the lights on the inside, outside, whatever, and the batteries are dead, we can actually jump start the vehicle with those ports right there. As we go around and take a look directly in front, and we'll start at the ground and work our way up. Tow hooks located right there. We notice that the bumper is broken into 3 sections. Well, why would that be? Because if we are in an accident and we ding one part of it up, we can simply replace that section without having to do the entire bumper. We come on up to find an aftermarket grille with the Summit Hualer badge located right in the middle. The hood is made of compressed fiberglass. Consequently, it's very tough. We had a hailstorm come through that demolished the pickups, but by taking a look at the hood of the Freightliners, we really couldn't tell anything had happened. Now, as we take a look at the windshield, confirms what we were talking about a little bit ago. That's over 2,500 square inches of glass, therefore making visibility simply outstanding. Finally, as we go on up, we see an additional row of orange lights to assist the truck in lighting itself up at night. As we come on around and admire the truck from this view, let's talk about brakes for a little bit. What's the difference in brakes between this and the 1-ton pickups? Well, those have hydraulic brakes in them. So if there's a small leak in it, that fluid is just going to continue to leak out until you get the line replaced and put more fluid in. This is air brakes. So if there is a small leak in that, we can simply replenish the air until we get a chance to get those lines replaced. In addition, I have driven obviously both these trucks and pickups. You can stop a lot quicker in this type of brakes compared to the pickups. Plus, the drums themselves are 10, 15 times the size in this compared to pickups. So those pickups can tow a lot, but what's gonna stop you when you start coming down a hill and really need to shut things down? Advantage goes to Freightliner. As we take a look inside the passenger seat, again, air ride with the same adjustments as on the other side. Under here gives us access to the cab air filters. This view gives us a really nice shot of just how much room and space is available. In addition to that, the Summit Hualer conversion has the softest, most comfortable seats on the market today. So when we were projecting those long journeys, especially comparing to pickup trucks, you're going to be a lot more comfortable in this than your 1-ton pickup. Now let's crawl on in and take a closer look. As we take a look directly in front of us, simply confirms what we were talking about in terms of visibility. See how much visibility there is? Because of the large windshield, it's narrower here, and the fact that we are above traffic. Therefore, we can see what's going on directly in front of us and coming along the sides as well. Backup camera is located right here. Right next to that is the air horn. We notice that the dash wraps around. Okay, this isn't flat, because when you're in your travels and you need to make any type of an adjustment, it's simply right here. We're not reaching or stretching to make an adjustment. They're all located here. Cruise control located here. Intermittent marker lights located here. This is traction control. This locks the differential. Now it's an automatic transmission. Right now we're in neutral with the brake on. When we're ready to start, simply release the brake, R for reverse, D for drive, and we're on our way. You can turn it into a manual transmission simply by pushing the mode button and using these arrows to shift gears. In addition to that, if we press both arrows at the same time, it lets us know what's going on under the hood. Oil life, 99%, filters are good, transmission health is good, there are no codes, and takes us back to the original screen. This is the engine brake. So this is an important one. If we're towing and we're coming down a sharp decline and we set that to high, basically we have 360 horses coming back at us. So that is really going to slow things down. Consequently, it makes things safer for you and your family and the other drivers on the road as well. These are for the windows. Mirror heaters right here. This is the dump valve, so that lets all the air out of the bed of the truck. You would use that when hooking up your trailer, let all the air out. Utilize the backup camera, makes hooking up a trailer very simple. This is rear air conditioning, so you press it to blue, turn the fan on, blows air into the back of the cab. Conversely, in the winter, you can press the red button to blow heat back there as well. If your trailer is equipped with air lines, so is the truck. This is all lined out and ready to go. We can simply install your glide hands wherever you would like them to be, and we can hook that up for your trailer. Red arc trailer brake adjuster located right here. This dial is for the stereo. Climate control located here. I've got a couple of cup holders there, and as we take a look inside the console, we see more than adequate storage room there. So as we review, this is a 2023 Freightliner M2 106 with a Summit Hualer conversion. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at 303-684-3404. You can also email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com, or for more information, simply click on the link below. Thanks for tuning in today.